Are you ready to relax after a long day? Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let me take you on a peaceful journey. Tonight, we'll embark on a mysterious adventure in the heart of ancient Baghdad, where a young boy named Qasim uncovers a secret buried for centuries. What if a sandstorm could change the course of your life, leading you to a cave where the whispers of ancient genies can still be heard? And the air was filled with the scent of spices, lived a young boy named Qasim. Qasim's heart was filled with a passion for exploring the old ruins and forgotten tales of his hometown. He would spend hours wandering among the crumbling walls, where the whispers of the past could be heard. In the light of the torch, the cave walls looked even more mysterious. Meanwhile, his eyes fell on a tunnel whose entrance had a symbol carved on it, similar to the symbols shown in the stories of the genies carved on the walls. Qasim decided that he would go into that tunnel. As soon as he entered this tunnel, he heard a faint sound, as if someone was whispering. He knew that ancient treasures were often protected by magical forces. He looked around. There were more carvings on the walls, telling about the origin of this treasure, its protection, and the method of obtaining it. The voice was so faint that he couldn't tell if it was real or just his imagination. With every step, Qasim felt as if he was traveling back in time, into a world where magic and reality coexisted. He felt a strange energy in the cave's atmosphere, an energy that was pulling him in. There was always a sparkle in his eyes, a sparkle that sought an unknown adventure. Get ready to hear a tale that will ignite your curiosity and make you wonder if true treasure is gold and silver or something more. Moving towards the light, he reached another large hall. This hall was much wider and grander than the previous one. In the middle of the hall lay a stone throne, and in front of it was a large chest. The chest was the same one depicted in the images on the walls. Qasim's heart pounded. Was this the treasure that the legend spoke of? The desert sand had cleared, and Qasim noticed a cave on the outskirts of the city that had never been there before. The scorching sun outside was replaced by cool, damp air. On the inner walls, ancient stories were carved in the form of engravings, narrating tales of powerful genies, magnificent treasures, and brave kings. These stories seemed so real, as if they still held life. One image depicted a giant genie guarding a large chest, and the glow emanating from the chest was dazzling. Another image showed a king holding a shining necklace whose gems sparkled like celestial stars. Qasim's blood coursed through his veins. Intrigued by these stories, Qasim decided to venture deeper into the cave. He knew it could be a dangerous journey, but the adventure hidden in his heart couldn't stop him. The cave entrance was open like the mouth of an ancient deity, and it had mysterious markings that Qasim had never seen before. These markings were speaking in a forgotten language, a language lost in the dust of time. This story is designed to lull you into a calm sleep, so relax and let my voice soothe your mind. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more calming tales. And yes, if you want to be notified of every new story I release, don't forget to hit that bell icon. Have you ever wondered how a young boy in the bustling markets of ancient Baghdad could uncover a secret buried for centuries? In the ancient markets of Baghdad, where the colors of carpets danced in the golden sunlight, one day, when a sandstorm rising from the desert engulfed everything, and then when the storm subsided, it left a new world in its wake. Qasim's curiosity drew him in. As soon as he stepped into the cave, the atmosphere inside suddenly changed. The deeper Qasim went into the cave, the darker it became, and he had to light the torch he had brought with him. After walking for a while, Qasim reached a large hall from which several tunnels branched off. He didn't know which tunnel led where. The tunnel narrowed, and Qasim had to bend down to walk. Suddenly, he saw a bright light. Following the principles of truth, Qasim had promised himself that he would not touch anything without careful thought. The carvings also contained a riddle. Qasim tried to read it. The riddle was something like this: I am that which is hidden in the dust of time. I am that which fears the light. To find me, knowledge is needed. Without knowledge, I am an illusion, but seek me with a true heart, and I am a blessing. Qasim began to ponder deeply. He examined the other images on the walls. He saw that in many places there were symbols of knowledge and wisdom. He realized that this treasure was not just gold and silver, but also held a deep secret. He thought that this riddle might be the key to opening the treasure. Qasim pondered every word of the riddle. Hidden in the dust of time might mean that this treasure was very old. Fears the light perhaps hinted that this treasure was in a hidden place. Knowledge is needed was the most important part, meaning it could not be obtained by mere power or greed. This treasure would help him understand his city and its history and give him a new purpose. He did not think that he would become rich from this treasure, but rather he prioritized the search for knowledge and truth. This is why he found the true treasure. The city, which once seemed to him only a structure of bricks and mortar, now appeared as a repository of centuries of stories and secrets. He felt a new determination in his heart. He knew that his purpose was not just to explore the ruins, but to learn from them and understand them. He decided that he would follow this map and find this secret abode of wisdom. He told his close friend, Ali, about the map found in the cave and the elixir of wisdom. The atmosphere inside was completely different. It did not seem like a natural cave, but rather it had been specially made by an ancient civilization. Qasim took out the elixir of wisdom from his bottle and mixed a few drops of it into the spring water. As soon as the elixir mixed, the spring water began to glow with a blue light. Qasim and Ali took a sip from this water. Now they could not only understand the secrets of ancient Baghdad, but also knew how to preserve this knowledge for future generations. There were beautiful carvings on the walls, and a faint fragrance filled the air. They felt as if a veil had been lifted from their eyes. He wrote down the ancient tales he had seen on the cave walls, and he explored more ancient secrets. He never became rich, but the knowledge he acquired was more valuable than any gold and silver. This journey would not be possible without your support. His name was recorded in the history of Baghdad as a sage and a scholar. They began to see stories of the past, secrets of ancient civilizations, and deep truths of the universe. They understood that knowledge is not only found in books, but it exists in every particle of the universe. One just needs the insight to see and understand it. This was not a magical power, but a deep insight and understanding that had entered their hearts and minds. Inside the cave was a large hall, in the center of which a spring flowed. The water of this spring was clear and sparkling. The journey was long and difficult. They had to face the scorching heat of the desert, and at night, the cold desert winds would chill them to the bone. Along the way, they faced several obstacles. Sometimes they had to climb sand dunes, and sometimes they had to make their way through thorny bushes. But both Qasim and Ali's determination was strong, and they knew that their purpose was great. Ali, who was himself thirsty for knowledge, agreed to go on this expedition with Qasim. They returned to their city and told people about this cave, but only those who were true seekers of knowledge and whose intentions were pure. Over time, this cave became a secret school where Baghdad's most intelligent and sincere students came to acquire knowledge and wisdom. Both took the necessary supplies, which included food, water, and torches. Qasim carefully placed the bottle of the elixir of wisdom in a pouch inside his shirt so that it would be safe. He knew that this journey would not be easy, but now he not only had a map, but also the elixir of wisdom to help him on his journey. The book contained magical incantations, ancient symbols, and solutions to riddles. Qasim understood that this book was the true key to the treasure. He recited an incantation recorded in the book. As he recited the incantation, the carvings on the chest began to glow, and slowly the chest opened. The mountain looked desolate and dry. but the map indicated a special cave hidden inside this mountain. They continued their search for several hours until they saw a rock with the same mysterious symbol that Qasim had seen at the entrance of the first cave. This symbol told them that they were in the right place. "Seek me with a true heart, and I am a blessing," meant that if his intentions were pure, he could benefit from this treasure. Qasim looked more closely at the stones and carvings around him, but it indicated a secret hideout of knowledge and wisdom that had been hidden for centuries. The liquid in the bottle was the elixir of wisdom, which, when drunk, could give a person higher insight and understanding. This treasure was far more valuable than gold and silver because it was a treasure of knowledge and wisdom. He noticed a small hole in one place, barely visible. A small book was placed in this hole. The book was covered in dust, but something was written on it in silver letters that had not faded with time. Qasim carefully pulled the book out. As he opened the book, a faint fragrance spread from within, like the scent of an ancient flower. Inside the chest, Qasim expected to see gold and jewels, but he saw a shining light. In the center of the light lay an ancient map, made of leather, and next to it was a small bottle containing a luminous liquid. The map indicated only one place, an unknown mountain near Baghdad. The liquid in the bottle emitted a faint glow, and a strange energy could be felt from it. Upon closer inspection of the map, Qasim realized that it was not just an ordinary map. Qasim understood that true treasure lies not in material wealth, but in knowledge, wisdom, and spiritual insight. The truth was that Qasim had not let his greed dominate his intentions. Qasim's new journey. After coming out of the cave, Qasim looked towards Baghdad. He began his preparations for the journey the very next day. The map was pointing them towards a mountain range located north of the city. After several days of travel, they reached near the mountain range marked on the map. As they entered this cave, a cool breeze welcomed them. According to the map, the water of this spring was the source of knowledge and wisdom. As soon as they drank the water, a strange change occurred in their minds. The truth was that this treasure was giving them something more valuable than worldly wealth: wisdom. Qasim and Emily decided that they would make this cave a safe place where seekers of knowledge could come. Qasim spent the rest of his life in the service of knowledge. Your feedback is needed. Did Qasim's story inspire you? Do you think true treasure is indeed knowledge and wisdom? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this story, share it with your friends, like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can hear more enchanting stories. Thank you.